Welcome to Part 4 of the Virtual Compliance Assistant video series. This final video will focus on how to use the form summary to correct form errors, review the form for accuracy, and download the completed compliance documents. Once the documentation author works through all sections of the form summary is ready for team review. This summary section is similar to the compass navigation bar that we reviewed in video 3. Let's take a closer look at the parts of the summary section. Under the Compliance Status header, form compliance results are summarized with easy-to-read colors and icons. A red exclamation point indicates non-compliance or missing information, while a green check mark indicates a complete and compliant section. Grayed out headers are used when a section is not applicable to the project's scope. The Additional Remarks location is to provide additional notes or clarity to the plans examiner or building inspector. This could include atypical features on the project, notes about the scope of work, or anything a project team wants to share. Here, a note has been provided to clarify where certain code requirements are documented within the NRCC form package. Below the Additional Remarks lives a Review navigation bar. Here, the team can review each table as they will look on the final form. The names of these first tables are form-specific, so change with each certificate of compliance. The team should review the tables for accuracy to the plans and specifications. If errors are found or missing information needs to be added, hit the Add Edit Values button to jump back to that section of the form and make the required changes. Notes can be added to the table summaries to help with team communication. These notes can be table-specific or item-specific. Request missing information, ask questions about the code requirements, or simply add a note for future reference in the Notes feature. These are treated like conversations, and team members can respond directly in the note. Once the item is completed, click Mark as Resolved to close the loop on that comment. These last sections appear in the same order for all forms: mandatory measures, certificates, team, and download. The Mandatory Measures tab is a fantastic compliance resource. The Virtual Compliance Assistant generates a mandatory measures note block based on the project scope. This tab allows the team to review that list for accuracy. Team members can document an exception to the code requirement or add notes about a specific measure for team review. A mandatory measure note block is generated that can be placed in the drawing package, allowing the team to be confident that all energy code requirements are documented, not just those listed within the non-residential certificates of compliance. The Certificates tab comes next. This tab lists all applicable certificates of installation, acceptance, and verification based on how the project team answered the Virtual Compliance Assistance questions. A check mark indicates the form is required to be completed during construction and available for review during final inspection. The Certificates of Acceptance and Verification tables go one step further and indicate which rooms or pieces of equipment require the special testing and associated compliance forms on the right-hand column of the table. The project team should review the list to verify the required forms match the scope of work. For example, the Certificate of Installation table shows the NRCC LTI-02 is required for our example project. However, upon review, the team determined this form is not required. Click Add Edit Values to remove a form. The documentation author must add a note explaining why this isn't applicable to the project. The note will show up on the final form for building department review. Next comes the Team tab. Review who is assigned as the documentation author and the responsible designer. Add team members to view or comment on the form. A responsible designer must be assigned and logged into the project before a certificate of compliance can be completed. The Download tab provides guidance on next steps to complete the forms. A green check means the form is complete and ready for download. A red exclamation point means more information is required before the form is compliant. If a project is not in compliance, helpful notes guide the team on the required changes. Once the green light is given, the compliance form and mandatory measures note block are ready to be downloaded. They can be downloaded here at the Download tab or from the Form Summary section at the bottom of the Compass navigation bar. Download the form and follow the instructions on adding project details like the project address. Then send the forms to the correct project team members for signatures. The compliance forms are ready to be submitted. Thank you for touring the Virtual Compliance Assistant. If you have any questions about the Virtual Compliance Assistant, leave a comment below or contact us at acetv@energycodeace.com. Please hit the like button if you think this information was helpful, as well as subscribing to the Energy Code Ace YouTube channel. Click the notification bell to be informed when new videos are available. Thank you for watching.